I remember the exact moment everything I'd worked for came crashing down. The conference room was packed, colleagues, clients, even a few close friends, and all eyes were on me as I nervously prepared to present the culmination of months, no, years of hard work. My biggest project yet, the one that was supposed to change everything. Then, with a voice dripping in disdain and cruelty, my wife's mother, sitting right in the front row, said, "Your work is garbage." She didn't whisper it. She said it loud enough for everyone to hear, each word cutting through the room like a knife. Then, to humiliate me further, she reached over to my laptop and hit the delete button, erasing my entire project in front of everyone. Just like that, gone. The room fell silent, a heavy, suffocating silence that seemed to stretch on forever. I could feel my face burning with embarrassment and disbelief. Was this really happening? Had my own family come to sabotage me? The woman who was supposed to support me, to lift me up, had just destroyed what I had poured my heart and soul into. "Begin again," she said, mockingly, a cruel smile playing on her lips as she looked around at the stunned audience. Her words weren't just an order. They were a public execution of my dreams, a message that I was worthless in her eyes. I sat there, numb, watching the screen go black where my project once lived. The realization that my work was gone hit me like a punch to the gut. All those late nights, the sacrifices my wife and I made, now reduced to nothing because of her mother's venomous judgment. My mind raced. How could she do this? Why would she want to see me fail so badly? The question swirled in my head, but the answer was terrifyingly clear. She never wanted me to succeed, not because of my talent or potential, but because of some deep-seated resentment and bitterness she harbored against me, against us. In that moment, everything felt like it was slipping through my fingers. The trust, the love, the family I thought I had, all gone in an instant. I could see my wife sitting quietly beside her mother, avoiding my gaze. I realized then that this betrayal ran deeper than I ever imagined. Before I could gather my thoughts, my phone rang. The ringtone sliced through the tension like a lifeline. I hesitated, then answered. On the other end was a voice I hadn't expected to hear in that moment, an offer that would change everything. "Yes, I'll take the $900,000 offer to join your team," I said, my voice steady despite the whirlwind inside me. The man I was speaking to on the phone was silent for a beat. Then I could almost see the color drain from his face through the crackling line. His disbelief was palpable. He had just lost his top candidate to a man who, moments ago, had been publicly humiliated and betrayed by the people closest to him. That call was my salvation. The moment I realized I didn't have to stay in the wreckage my family had built around me. I didn't have to be trapped by their cruelty or their expectations. Leaving that room, my heart ached. The pain of betrayal from the people I loved was raw and deep. But I also felt a spark of something else, a determination, a fierce resolve not to let their hatred define me. I wasn't just going to start over. I was going to rise higher than I ever had before. The journey wasn't easy. The wounds ran deep, and the scars were constant reminders of betrayal I endured. But every step forward was a step away from the past that tried to break me. I rebuilt my career, my confidence, and eventually my life. The $900,000 offer wasn't just a paycheck. It was a symbol of a new beginning, a second chance at success without the shadows of betrayal looming over me. And as for my wife's mother, her words and actions lost their power the moment I chose to walk away. I realized that the people who truly matter won't tear you down. They'll lift you up, and sometimes the harshest betrayals teach us the greatest lessons about strength, resilience, and self-worth. This story isn't just about losing everything and starting again. It's about discovering who you are when the world tries to break you, and proving that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unexpected places.